nations have become, as the scripture says, the nations are mad because they've realized that they've allowed the so-called white man to come up in there and infiltrate. To where now they're running the shit. And they can't do what they want to do in their own nation. That's what they ain't saying.
That's that Edomite shit because say this beast was not Christian before. Got the Senate to like vote somebody into the shit. Like you said, no, like my son is sick of doing that. His son is sick of doing that. All this voting and that leads for infiltration. Exactly.
It's a clear process. The next step is going to be, there's no confusion in that.
Exactly.
There's no, obviously through the wickedness, people started killing the brothers. But it should be like that. It should be just like next son, and that way it's a clear understanding of who the leaders are, and who's going to be next, and it goes on like that. Yeah, because there's like it's the kingdom, and then you have lords under that king. That's how they do it. The king of the kings, the king of kings, and then you have kings under him. They have lordship over their own lands, but they all were under the king's authority. The best example that you can see of that is during the middle of the Dark Ages, so to say. You're going to see how the kings were ruling. That's what they had. They had lords who were given portions of land or had lands that came up under the one big king. And that way things were governed a lot easier. You had the top, and then you had the men that divided the so-called areas and ruled those individuals. Like government. Right. Yeah. That was the modern day, or the ancient way of governing. They had the king and then the governor, so to say. Even down to the lord levels, it was still the same thing. The man who was a lord over a certain region, the person who would rule over that later on would be his son. He would become the lord of that land then, and so on and so forth. That's how kings became kings, man. Big kings, because they would have control over a region, and that region would continue to grow as the generations to where he owned bigger lands, man.
It's a break, not just like a chain of command. In the military, you got the top general, and under him there's other generals, 4-star generals, 3-star generals, so on and so forth till you get to the privates. But every person got a superior above them till you get to the top. And even Yahushua has a superior. Yahweh. That's where the chain of command stops. And for most people out here, they're not even on that list. They're just the ones taking the commands and not giving any. At least we're taking commands, but at least we're able to pass them down as the governors of Israel.
The people are the ones that are basically, they make the nation. They're the ones that are living in the nation and following the laws of the land. But the laws of the land are made up by the rulers who are supposed to chain of command.
And from the king, he gives the commands down to the nobles, the lords over the other lands that are in his position. Yeah, the barons. Yeah. The movie, series. The series they show that is what is it? Damn, what's it called with the fire and ice? Dragon with the dragon.
Game of the Thrones.
Game of Thrones. There you go. Yeah. And then you had the king, and then you had all a bunch of people under him. That's how all that. Well, like Brother said, that's really came from the medieval times. Jacob, noble shit. That's why when they had their crest, family crest, things like that. England, France, all that. That's from European medieval, Dark Ages period. That's where that ultimately comes from. Jacob.
This is Baruch chapter 5, verse 1. Put off Jerusalem the garment of mourning and affliction.
Yeah, man, because we got the gospel now, man. Put off the clothing of mourning and affliction. Alright? Like I remember I quote King David, he say, tears has been my meat. That's all he been thinking is what, put off Jerusalem. Now the garment, read again, Bubba?
Baruch chapter 5 and verse 1. Put off, O Jerusalem, the garment of mourning and affliction.
Exactly. Put that off, man. The garment of mourning and affliction. Alright? Because the Lord is giving us His truth, man. That's the liberation. Yeah, course, in the world, you know, you're gonna have tribulation. It just sucks. But we abound in the word, man. We got so much to read through and just all at it and be happy about, man. You go into the history, you go into the breakdowns, you go into the proverbs. Oh, you got so much to be happy about, man. This is you. That's your joy right there, man. So if you still sad and in that spirit and got the closing of mourning on, well, you're not digging into the word, bro. You want to prosper in the world. You too worried about carnal gains and still. No, fuck this, bro. You're gonna have tribulation in the world. But look what we got, man. We connected back with the Father. The angels he sent the angels down to minister unto us. We sent up prayers. And we can talk. You can now, like say, we now call Abba Father. You can now call on the Heavenly Father now, man. You know, where's the room for the garments of mourning? And it's like, bro, we're not in that state no more, bro. Of course, we're in sacrifice, we're still in captivity, but I'm talking about spiritually, man. You know, we got a lot to be happy about, man.
Yeah, because what it is, the Lord through the Spirit has set us free. That's why when you read the book of Luke, the 4th chapter, he says to bind the brokenhearted, to set those that are captive free. The Lord has freed our mind and freed our spirit, healed us. He has healed us from that sickness of affliction, of trauma. Okay, through the Spirit, the washing of the Word, through the medicine. The scriptures talk about ye that are whole need not a physician. The Lord is the ultimate physician. So if you in that if you in that spirit, that's because you still shackled down into destruction, man. You know, you haven't been set free because you're not walking in the Spirit. If you're walking in the Spirit, you set free from the cares of the world.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, you know this place gonna be destroyed. You don't give a fuck if you're prospering or not. Let's read that again, brother.
God, this is awesome. This is Baruch chapter 5, verse 1. Put off, O Jerusalem, the garment of mourning and affliction.
Put that shit off, man. These people are. This world is over with, man. They done. They ain't about to. Prices and shit going up, inflation, economy and shit. That's their mourning. That's our rejoicing. We ain't got shit here. Go ahead, on.
It says, and put on the comeliness of the glory that cometh from the Most High forever.
And that's his word. Right? We whole. We might not got the latest drip on or whatever Jake into. Fuck all that, man. Alright? And if you do, hey, good for you. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But you're saying. You know, bro, we whole, bro. That's the point, man. We whole. These people out here prospering, you know, like most times we destroy all that shit soon. They're done. You got that mentality. I'm finna be set up, Lord willing, one of those men. You saying that I'm finna be set up and be driving around on the planet Earth in a spaceship in an immortal body with unlimited riches, traveling through galaxies. That's what you gotta meditate on. Not this carnal ass kingdom, man. It's the foul ass kingdom. You know?
Yeah. Like the brother said, that's that mortal clothing. And what it is, you're not dressed for the occasion, man. That's what it is. You're not dressed for the occasion. Like it says in Matthew the 22nd chapter when it talks about the parable of the marriage being transpired. Yeah, you know about the marriage, but you ain't dressed to the occasion. You pulling up with a do-rag on. Your woman got a bonnet. You over here sagging. That's the spirit you in. You in the spirit of the world. You're not dressed clean, pure, all white. You know, that's what the Lord is, because the word cleanses. So, you know, that's the spiritual analogy, man.
And it brings us some joy once again. It's the gospel, it's the good news. Somebody come tell you some good news, you ain't finna be like this. You finna be like, oh shit. Lively. That's why I say he has raised us up again to a lively hope. That's what made us alive, man. You lively now. Like you see somebody walking a certain way, he must got some good news. You know? Come on. We got the good news, bro. You know? Go ahead.
Yep. Verse 2, cast about thee a double garment of the righteousness which
Double up on that. Cast about thee. Read it.
Verse 2, cast about thee a double garment
Okay.
of the righteousness which
which cometh from the Most High. And say, Edom of thine on thine head of the glory of the everlasting. Contact. Yep, that's right. The brother just said it. That's that crown. You know, Lord's will be part of that number.
Crown of salvation. You know? It's mentality. Are you gonna be saved? And you wear a crown is seen to is made to be seen glorious. Right? People supposed to see that. Oh shit. So the crown of salvation. That's what's on your mind. Like, I'm gonna be saved out of it. You wear that. You wear that proudly. All right, not proud in the vain way, but like shit, salvation is coming. That's a crown people supposed to see.
Hey, I got the etymology of crown. It says royal crown, ornament for the head as a symbol of sovereignty. Crown originally wreath, garland, anything curved, a kind of crown. But sovereignty, you know, we're gonna be sovereign when the Lord gives us those crowns. Not, you know, these corruptible crowns. I've got rights. God shoot your ass. That ain't sovereign, you know. So to be sovereign is to be able to live freely, you know, not under the authority of a devil. We're gonna be under the authority of Yahweh Shai, but it's gonna be freedom, you know. It's not gonna be like the laws before where it was really, you know, you couldn't keep it up, you couldn't keep it, so it would be a punishment. But now it's gonna be a way of living, actual way of living. You know, which if you live by the ways of the Lord, you'll live a perfect life. Everything will be perfect and in harmony.
Ain't no king finna go in captivity. He getting all that shit took off of him. all that shit getting took off of him. Man. He taking all that crowns and all that. They taking. You going to captivity? They taking all that shit off you. That's theirs now. You know. But here it is. We able to walk like kings, but spiritual. We got the spiritual crown on, the crown of salvation. Exactly. Nobody can take that off. The garments off. You know.
Even those in jail.
Exactly. And it's still on. Exactly. It can't be taken. And that's going to that immortality. It's immortal. It's everlasting. It ain't going nowhere. Kings forever. You know how they.
So I was gonna say those are they that put on the immortal.
Exactly.
Go ahead, bro.
They talk about Jacob. They clown Jacob. We were kings and shit.
Yeah, they always
we were kings. Well, we're going to be kings forever. All right, and that's just a proverb. They'll no longer be a proverb because we don't really be kings. We don't have it on us, man. All right. Go ahead, cool.
It's Psalm 126. I'll read a couple of verses. Psalm 126, verse 1. It says, a song of degrees, which you see here in the NLT. It says, a song for pilgrims ascending to Jerusalem. A pilgrim is someone traveling to the Holy Land. So this song is for them. This song's for them. So Psalm 126, verse 1. When Yahweh turned again the captivity of Zion, we were like them that dreamed. Because, you know, we were exiled, kicked out of land. You know, so this day we have no continuous city. You know, they kicked out.
Evicted out of apartment or a house. That shit ain't cool. You gotta get out. You know?
And it's like, you know, again, I'll read one more time. Psalm 126, verse 1. When the Lord, Yahweh, turned again the captivity of Zion, we were like them that dreamed. Like, you couldn't believe that shit.
Yeah.
You know, like something great happened. You know, you like to pick my ride and some of that shit was great. You know, that this is way like this is me. You know, like them that dream. Like, this is way out of my belief, you know, what could happen. You know? Psalm 126, verse 2.
Real quick, going back to that, like you said, that falling away. Like, no way, like Tampa, definitely on the south. Everybody, either servant looked like king, but all that exiled out. Like, wow, you never would have thought that would go anywhere. But it happened, man. Jake was exiled. Now you bear. How you go from being kings and priests to just completely barren and shadows, bro? You know, exiled out. That's a hell. You gotta.
Psalm 126, verse 2. Then was our mouth filled with laughter, our tongue with singing. Then said they among the heathen, the Lord hath done great things for them. So our mouth filled with laughter, that's, you know, again, going to happiness. You're going to be so joyous, you just start laughing. You start crying and you start laughing. Tears of joy. You know? Our mouth filled with laughter, meaning, you know, just good fortune. That's riches duty. Rich duty, you know. It says, my tongue was singing. That's what we're doing now. You know? because when we're singing that new song, you know, it says, then said they amongst the heathen, so those outside, you know, the temple that wasn't measured, right? It says the Lord has done great things for them, like they did of us coming out of ancient Egypt. And that buzz, what happened to Egypt, on behalf of our power for the nation of Israel, the Israelites, everybody was talking about that. And the Lord has done great things for them. You know, there's that separation that goes into Isaiah, the first chapter. And the land where it said that not my people shall be said they are, the children of the Most High, you know. Psalm 5th chapter, the streams of our salvation. You know, everybody's gonna see this. That would be something you missed. Like I always make that analogy. It's not like you missed the game. I didn't see. I'm gonna catch the highlights. You're gonna be there. You're gonna see with your own eyes. You know? Wicked, and what's that number? Righteous. Psalm 126, verse 3. The Lord has done great things for us. Wherefore we are glad. Yahweh said in John, there's a time when we're gonna weep and lament and cry, but you know our cry can be turned into joy. No man can take that away, you know, because why? You got the prophecies. You see all this stuff happening. How could you be upset? How could you be down? You know, that's why the apostles are especially saying if you're not on fire with these things because you're not reading. You know, you're not paying attention to what's going on. You're not watching. You know, Psalm 126, verse 4: Turn again our captivity, O Yahweh, as the streams in the south. And that's pretty much going into a flash flood. You know, like you on a mountain, you know, water flowing down a mountain, it creates a flood on the lower levels, man. That's where the streams come. That's how deserts become full of water. You know, and that's us. We're dry. You know. Psalm 126, verse 5: They that sow in tears shall reap in joy. So our tears are you know, it says, how does it go? Godly sorrow, repentance. You know, that's what the Lord wants. We're growing in the grace of the Lord. It's a beautiful place. You know, so our tears we're going to sow in joy, man. And house of mourning, we're going to be in the house of mirth real soon. You know, righteously. We're going to go in Psalm 126, verse 6. He that goeth forth and weepeth, bearing precious seed, shall doubtless come again with rejoicing, bringing in sheaves with him. So I read the NLT, Psalm 126, verse 6. They weep as they go to plant their seed, but they sing as they return with the harvest. You know, so we're going to come back to a blessing, man. You know, all those cries of prayers, you know, us, goes into it.
Which is a curse. Having to till the ground, it's working, you know. So we working right now, you know, for the harvest, you know, that's going to be produced. And then once that harvest comes, we'll never, the reaping, you know, and it's going to be everlasting. We ain't going to have to till the ground and plant the seed no more. It's going to happen, you know.
Like Israel was asking, you know, if the earth was created for our sakes, why have we not an inheritance with it? We're going to get that inheritance with the earth, which is like the brothers mentioned of Genesis. You know, the trees didn't need to be cultivated; they didn't need to be anything. They didn't need to be watered. They would everything would grow on its own, and we would just go and pick whatever we wanted, and that was it.
Going back to that, man. Ain't no more, they ain't gonna be tilling the ground. Working. All these seeds you're gonna be planted is in your women. That's it. That's it. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Luke chapter 5 and verse 3. For the Most High will show thy brightness unto every country under heaven.
And that brightness is that glory. Go ahead.
For thy name shall be called of the Most High forever, the peace of righteousness, and the glory of the Most High's worship. Verse 5, Arise, O Jerusalem, and stand on high, and look about toward the east. And behold thy children gathered from the west unto the east by the word of the Holy One,
Yep.
rejoicing in the remembrance of the Most High.
Yeah, and rejoice in the remembrance, because, you know, Peter said, I will stir up your pure minds by the way of remembrance. That's why we just talking about the story of Joseph, you know. Hey, we were rejoicing, man. All those great things that happened, you know, being connected back to Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai. You know, once again, we worms right now. Say, fear not thy worm takes root. But those that are spiritual and not carnal, they can see the power that we have, man. You know, the power of the Lord is with us. The Lord is with us, man. Once again, the underdog story. We look like we don't have nothing. You know, ain't nobody expecting just on the street corner preaching the Bible with garments on to rule the next planet Earth, right? To be the next rulers on planet Earth. But we can see it. When we read the scriptures, we can see that, hey, we set up to rule next, man. And we supposed to be in this condition that we're in. Because the Lord, that's where the Lord going to be glorified, man. All right? That's how the Lord is going to be magnified. He's going to confound the greatest kingdom that ever ruled planet Earth. It's America. Nobody's conquered what these Edomites conquered under the banner of America. No other nation has. But the Lord's going to use these men you see, starting with Yahushua, to confound this whole nation, man. This great and mighty nation. Say, who's able to make war with the beast? So the Lord's going to use us. Go ahead.
Yep, verse 6. For they departed from thee on foot and were led away of their enemies.
Yep. Captivity, man. Alright. Go ahead.
But the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, bringeth them unto thee exalted with glory as children of the
And
kingdom.
that's gonna be in those chariots. Alright, we left on foot. Alright, it's definitely starting with the falling away first, 70 AD. Jake fled. Okay. We left on foot being carried away out of Israel many times in the captivity. But that return is gonna be glorious. We're gonna return back in those ships, man. Alright? And as I say, I see John saw coming out of heaven. Okay, that's the people. So they're gonna see us coming out of those ships, man. We're gonna be gods unto these people who worship underneath Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Go ahead.
It says, but the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, bringeth them unto thee exalted with glory as children of the kingdom. For the Most High have appointed that every high hill and banks of low continuance should be cast down, and valleys filled up, to make even the ground that Israel may go safely in the glory of the Most High. Moreover, last 2 verses, moreover, even the woods and every sweet-smelling tree shall be overshadowed Israel by the commandment of the Most High. For the Most High shall lead Israel with joy in the light of his glory, with the mercy and righteousness that cometh from him.
Exactly, man. Hey, that's poetry right there, bro. That's straight up poetry, man. The Lord's gonna lead us with his righteousness. All right, the scriptures say, eyes have not seen, ears have heard the things that the Most High has prepared for us. Okay, so we always, now we can't even imagine. Our imagination can't even go as far as what the Most High has for us, because we're in these bodies. We're in these corruptible bodies, man. Okay, and we only know based off of shit we can see. Shit that you probably saw on TV. It's gonna even go far past that. When you look at the movie Avengers, you look at Asgard, where Thor and his pops lived at. That shit looks Asgard. That shit looks cool as hell. The road is like all these different colors in it. It's crystal and translucent. And many other movies, man. It's just and that's animation. Esau can pretty much. And Esau can pretty much just create anything with his digital, his CGI and software. Well, it's gonna be even exceed that. Like, come on.
Because AI is still limited to the code and shit.
Exactly.
So they can only imagine shit that men can imagine.
Exactly.
They can't.
Shapes and shit
Yeah,
that they
exactly.
see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they can't just build or draw something that never
Exactly,
been seen.
never
before,
been
yeah.
seen,
But
exactly.
the scriptures say that I have not seen, ear have not heard. So
Facts.
it's not comparable to anything we know about now.
Yeah. And Asgard, that was a bad fucking place, bro.
Old castle.
That shit was
That's just
bad,
a taste of things to come, man. I mean, it's going to be far exceed as the brother is saying, but that's basically what we're looking towards. We're looking for a kingdom worthy of gods.
And even the doorkeeper, remember the doorkeeper, dressed in all gold,
Taking him for the king. You mistake one of the lowest people in the kingdom for someone of authority, man. That's how we're gonna be dressed. That's how our people are gonna be.
Oh, I'm talking about the movie.
The
doorkeeper.
Yeah,
He was dressed in all gold. Yeah.
And then he had it's the kingdom of heaven's gonna that, bro. Like, and that's animation. Like, that shit don't even exist. It's fiction, but the kingdom gonna be
Unimaginable.
yeah, unimaginable.
Can't imagine
But,
it, man.
like the brother said,
Wait,
You just gotta wait
upon
and see,
it.
bro.
Yeah.
That's it.
So, I mean, if that ain't something to fight for or to press towards, then you might be in the wrong place, bro.
Gonna get a new job.
Yeah, for real. Jake, and that's what make Jake so great is we the children of the Most High, so we got imagination. All right, if you're a son of the Creator, which the children of Israel are, they're the sons of God. That's why Jake has such a great imagination, man. That's why when Jake does get into whatever he gets into, he surpasses everybody because Jake has a mind. Jake has a creative mind.
They're wise to do evil.
Exactly.
That's why they can surpass the deeds of the
Because
wicked.
he created.
Yeah.
Jake he created with the wickedness. Esau is born.
Yeah, it's just what he does.
Yeah, he's born. He don't have a creative mind. Jake is
That's
creative
why
as hell.
he steals everybody else's shit. Esau don't have original or nothing except being wicked. And even that he can't do better than Jake.
Exactly.
Sets the standards for it, just so that Jake sees that.
Exactly. Because Jake is the sons of the Creator, man. They're the sons
So on
of
the
power.
earth, we make everything better.
So we talking about the father of those people is going to set up a kingdom here on earth. Think about it. That was it on that? Yeah. These brothers hold the shit. These brothers hold the shit.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 65, verse 17. For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth, and the former shall
And you
not
really, and to the point, you really gonna think it's a new planet Earth by the way it's gonna look, but no, it's gonna be the same planet Earth. As we know in Ecclesiastes, the first chapter say the earth abideth forever. But you gonna think it's a new earth by the way the Most High gonna remodel this place, man. All right, after the destruction and everything, and then once we really get down to the true architects, we talking about the architect that created the solar system is going to build a kingdom on the planet Earth. Come on, and then he gonna give us that architecture. We gonna be, they say they shall be as God. They shall be like the Most High. Okay, so you gonna be able to set your palace up and your region up the way you want to, and we gonna have some out of this world architecture, man. Because Esau is limited. He's subject to gravity. He's subject to having to balance shit out. That this part of the building you gotta measure up. This, man, we gonna have some exactly shit. Palaces floating, underwater, a palace. It's gonna be far out, bro. They gotta get back into that creative mindset, man.
We're gonna have the resources to be creative too.
Exactly. We ain't gonna run out of gold. Like, damn, I wanted to make this last piece of my palette straight gold, but I'm out of
You got nothing but time and money.
Damn, I guess I gotta put it all to maybe next year I'll finish it.
unlimited funding.
Get a side job.
Limited resources, unlimited labor.
Exactly.
Like shit, this shit, you want this built this week, it'll be built this week, damn it.
Somebody's done.
They gonna be doing some long shifts.
Pure gold, every whatever. Element, coated, every fucking thing, man.
Standard.
The flyest, because even Esau, Edom don't even got it like that. These raw materials and shit, he's limited to the gold. Other countries, they got shit all separated and it's a limit. They got a mine, go in this country and mine it. Jake.
We're gonna be using it though.
Yeah.
We got the gold stored up.
Yeah,
We're gonna be using it.
They just melt, they just make bricks and just let it sit.
Exactly. They don't got a whole castle just made out of straight
Well,
gold.
the elites anyway, they actually use it. They got gold cups, gold everything, but they don't give it. They don't use it like it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? They're not actually using gold like they making it as is. The gold standard they had at one point, but that's not the only use gold has. Gold has many purposes. from apparel to purifying agent, you know.
Best conductor of electricity ever.
You can have it in your living room when you walk in, have a water fountain of molten gold just flowing through. Gold.
Oh man.
That's how much gold
They put it in liquor, that gold lager. They got gold flakes in there, actual gold flakes.
He saw mess up, he threw his ass in that little pond you got of molten gold.
And they showed it in the movie 300, the second one, where Xerxes comes out the gold bath, or the gold, yeah, he's taking a gold bath.
Straight up, bro. It's gonna be nice, man. Finish out on that, bro.
Isaiah, imagine women, you know, it's like, you know how women like the sparkle of, what they call it, sprinkles, glitter, yeah. Imagine they got glitter, but it's like gold specks and silver specks.
Hey, it's a part for you women too, man. Like your brothers.
Y'all know, the women like the fancy shit and the clothes, they like all
They
that
like
shit.
this shit more than we do.
Exactly, so they get to enjoy it. All day they get to change outfits and look good.
One color that they had in the ancient world was that was the reason why it was expensive being blue was because they would get lapis and grind it down to a powder, and that's how they would make the dye to make blue, to dye stuff blue.
Rare color.
It was a rare color, so it was expensive. That's why colors like that were expensive. We're gonna be able to make colors from elements, man. We'll be able to grind them down to powder, have elamite or their grinding stones just to make dyes, man. And we came up with all types of colors. Just like Joseph's garden, man. It had a full array of colors, man. And the kingdom is gonna be full of array of colors. All these different stones everywhere, shiny gold that looks like glass on the floor.
The earth gonna be paradise again, bro. You know, no more manufacturing factories and letting out smoke. Everything going back handmade. Quilts, you gonna have a motherfucking Moabite there.
And that's where you get quality from.
Putting the quilt.
Everything's handmade quality. Handmade. Why are Bugattis, Lamborghinis quality? Because they're all handmade. Unlike your belt assembly Toyota Camry, you know, or Honda Civic, they're not the same quality because they're not handmade. They're just mass produced. Everything is gonna be handmade for us.
Persian rugs and niggas talking about what them niggas actually
Cotton,
man.
Red count.
Motherfucker on a wheel.
Yep.
That's everything going back to that.
Ancient
No
world
more
style.
factory, yeah, no more factory shit, bro.
Any metals got to be beat.
Yeah.
Ain't no machines gonna help you. Buildings, you got to figure it out. It's like we had to do when we was building up your kingdom. And they said you ain't gonna get no equipment. A big ass crane to move this and that. Nope. You had to figure out how to do it.
It'll take a few hundred years to get there.
We got eternity.
We straight, yeah.
Hey, his fourth generation, they still building the same shit you had.
That's how it's gonna be, yeah.
200 years ago.
That's how it's gonna be.
Hey, I got all the time. It'll take y'all 500 years to fucking put a rug together, a big ass rug I want. I don't give a
They
shit.
come back in reincarnation,
Come
they
back.
finish it off.
And 3 generations still ain't done with this shit.
Fuck.
Straight up. That's the quality of how shit gonna be in the kingdom. It might take a nigga 500 years coming back just to make one infrastructure that you wanted. Like, yeah, I want it done. Hey, you remember this, right? Yeah, I bring back his memory a little bit. Like, nigga, you been making this shit for the last 500 years. This your last year to making this shit, man. Go ahead.
Going back into the book of Isaiah 65, verse 17. For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth, and the former shall not be remembered,
Yep.
nor
Like
come
the
into
brother
mind.
said, kainos in the Greek, meaning refresh. So the old world, this shit, you ain't gonna remember this, man. All right, the heathens ain't either, because on their righteous rule, they gonna love what's popping. Huh? Go ahead.
It says, and the former shall not be remembered, nor come into mind, but be ye glad and rejoice forever in that which I create. For behold, I create Jerusalem a rejoicing, and her people a joy. And I will rejoice in Jerusalem, and joy in my people, and the voice of weeping shall be no more heard in her, nor the voice of crying.
Exactly. So no more crying, man. And then that was reiterated in the Revelation. All right. same accord, man. Okay? That's pretty much it, man.
I got one. It's Romans 8, and I'll start at verse 22 in the NLT. It says, "For we know that all creation has been groaning as in the pains of childbirth right up to this present time." So even the earth, even the earth is groaning. That's why you're having these earthquakes. The earth has been sucked dry by Esau, man.
Literally.
It's been pushed to the limit. That's the blood of the earth, man.
And the land Sabbath,
Right, yeah.
overworking the ground, man.
It says verse 23, "And we believers also groan, even though we have the Holy Spirit within us as a foretaste of future glory." There goes the down payment, right? It says, "For we long for our bodies to be released from sin and suffering. We too wait with eager hope for the day when the Most High will give us our full rights as His adopted children, including the new bodies He has prepared us." All these things, man, this is those that sign crime, man. These are the things that we look forward to that we don't currently have. This is what Ezra was complaining about. Why don't we have an inheritance? If this was created for us, why are we here suffering and these heathens are ruling over us, man? But shortly that's going to be, turned upside right, man. Things are going to be put back in order. And those that truly, like the saying goes in the world, nobody's going to take care of your stuff because it's not theirs. Well, this is ours, man. This earth is created for our sake. So guess what? We're going to take good care of it. This is what that precept means by one shall be put, shall be set up that it shall be profitable, starting with Yahushua, man. Because all things were created for Him, for His sake, And because through us, through being joint heirs with Yahushua, we're going to be partakers of that possession too, man.
And the scripture saying that the saints shall take the kingdom by force. It belongs to us, and we're going to take it back by the sword, just like Esau got to do. Conquer the earth with the sword. Well, now we're going to get to do it, well, not literally with the sword, but symbolically with the sword. We don't need a sword, but we going to have one anyway. The scripture saying Psalms 149. Having niggas explode, cutting legs off, throwing the niggas, never to be seen again.
That's it. We're going to leave it there. Lord's will. That'll come edifying. Until next time, give all praise for it.
Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakakwadash.
God, Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai.
Call Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai.